Do you watch K-drama?
I have watched some. I'm not really good at watching TV, but the latest I watched was DP, and I got super obsessed with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really fun to watch.
Like, what did you like about DP?
The military stuff. Like, I'm really curious about it, so I binge watched it. Like, it was super fun.
You can get to know like what is it like Korean military service,
Yeah.
but it's kind of different from the reality, but still it's entertaining, right?
Yeah, actually, every time I get to talk with a man here, I ask about the military because I really got like super interested after DP. So yeah, they tell me, yeah, but that's a drama,
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
like, okay,
Oh.
gladly it's just a drama.
True, true.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'll be asking people, what's your favorite K-drama of all time? What is your favorite K-drama?
For me, it's okay to not be okay.
Why do you like it?
Because I think it tackles mental health really, really well. And I think that's a conversation that needs to be had in every country, but I think especially South Korea, because a lot of people struggle mentally under the pressure. So I think that was a really good way of depicting mental health as not something bad, but something you have to live with and you have to heal from.
That's a really good answer. And what about you? What's your favorite K-drama?
My favorite is My Mister,
Why do you like it?
because I think it's a very unique one among K-dramas. It's really about human connection and kindness, showing kindness towards other human beings. And I think the side characters are also really well developed. They have their own storylines. I really like that about it.
I think you guys are very thoughtful. like the reason is very deep.
Yeah.
Reason. Okay. So do you watch K-drama?
Yes, a lot.
A lot.
Yes.
What is your favorite K-drama?
I don't have like a specific one off the bat right now, but I would say the one this year that I liked the most was 21, 25, 24? I think
25.
I think that's the one.
Oh,
I'm so
okay.
sorry.
I'll watch it later.
That one or Penthouse.
Why do you like those
So
dramas?
25, 21. That one was really like inspiring. Like it kind of gave you a new perspective of life and like friendship and relationships and like desires and things that you want to achieve in life. Like it just has more meaningful. And then Penthouse is really messy and I love drama.
Okay. I haven't watched it, but
You should definitely watch. You're missing out. Watch the first and second one. Do not watch the third one.
Oh, okay, thank you. What's your favorite K-drama of all time?
This is hard. If I like it, then I will rewatch it. So there are a few dramas that I rewatch. The first one is Healer, Ji Chang-woo.
Ji Chang-woo.
Ji Chang-woo,
Why do you like it?
because I like his character and also the Park Min Young. I like their chemistry in the film, and they're so cute together.
They're good together.
Yeah, that's one. And I think I like all Shinono PD's dramas like Enggapara 1988, Reply 1988, and Hospital Playlist. Yes,
Why do you like it?
because I think it's not the normal dramas like just about love story, but it's about like people's life lah, and it's very interesting to watch those kind of dramas.
You can kind of see like how people lived in the past, right?
Yes, exactly. I love it so much. And then in Hospital Playlist, like they showed like what's the small things doctors do in life that we probably kind of like, oh, that's what doctors do, but it's actually something else. Yeah.
사이코지만 괜찮아? I really like this one.
사이코지만
네.
Like, why did you like it?
Because there was a topic of mental health as well, which I think is pretty new here in Korea. And I thought that was very, very funny as well.
Okay. Do you have a K-drama that you watched and enjoyed recently?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Not even recently, but one that I really love is Goblin Dokkaebi. Is really good. It's a good one. And then Woo Do-hwan just had one on Netflix called Bloodhounds. That that was good. Really good for several reasons.
What's the reasons?
His face. I'm just kidding. It was like really a dynamic K-drama because most of the time I find that they focus a lot on like the romance side of things, but the few that focus on something else and don't really focus so hard on the falling in love are usually the best in my opinion, because there's so much more to them hit the acting. They have to push themselves more. There was fighting in it. Oh, okay. I could go on forever about that as well, because that was a really good one recently.
I feel like everyone says this, but Crash Landing on You is like the best, and I don't think it can be beat.
It's on my list, but I haven't seen that.
It'll
one.
be your favorite once you watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you like it?
Love that can't. I don't know. It's got good plot. It's got good love, and the couple is actually together in the real world, which makes it so much sweeter. Yeah, it's good. It's cute. It's everything you want.
And what about you?
It's hard. I quite like, it's called Destiny of Souls on Netflix. That was a good one. I quite like it when they're historical or a bit of magic. But also, What's Wrong with Secretary Kim? That is a funny one, and I like that one. I like a happy ending.
Happy ending.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, what is your favorite K-drama so far?
Definitely Dokkaebi, like a OG standard. You have to watch it if you watch K-drama. But recently, I like the Doom at Your Service.
So why do you like Dokkaebi and why do you like the later one?
So it's like fantasy based. I like the love aspect of it all. It's so very like sweet. The character development as well. They change so much during the season, the episode. So I think that's really sweet and it's cute and it's very different from American dramas.
What's your favorite K-drama?
Ever. My favorite K-drama ever.
Ever, yeah.
Sky Castle. I loved it so much because it was a bit cruel in some ways, and it portrayed the Korean society in a different ways that we usually see. You know, romance. They always portray Korean society in a certain way.
Yeah.
But then I watched Sky Castle and it was like, oh, okay, things get very strong at times. They take this very seriously, also very competitive. It was also both fascinating and a bit scaring at the same time. It's fascinating because you understand in some ways why people want their kids to succeed and they push them to be their best. But I'm not used to that kind of pushing people. So it was a bit scary.
Do you have a K-drama that you enjoyed recently?
Not recently, but my favorite, all-time favorite one is Itaewon Class.
Why do you like it?
At the time when I first watched it, I was not feeling that great emotionally, and my life wasn't going that well and in the right direction. So watching someone pursuing their dreams so recklessly made me feel hurt, and that you can get better, you can feel better, and everything will eventually get better if you just keep doing the thing that you have in mind.
And what about you? What drama did you watch recently?
I think it was Suriname and Uyonu. I think like in regards of Uyonu, I love the way how they trying to explain like there are a lot of people who have some disabilities, if I can say like that, I'm sorry. Yeah, in how to communicate with them, to tell people that it's okay not to be as others. Like if you have any disabilities, any sickness, it's okay because you still can work, you still can be good as others. And I love the way how the main character just taking care of her, you know. He's very protective, he's always trying to comfort her, so I love this one. And about the Suriname, I definitely can see how the Netflix affects the K-drama sphere. I love the colors of this drama, and also I love the way that these episodes, they differ from any other romantic drama, you know, melodrama. So it's more dark, you know, it has a lot of tension, strong moments when you're always trying to predict like what's gonna happen, but you can't do it because it just happens unexpectedly. So that's all.
Yeah, what's your favorite K-drama of all time?
I have a lot of favorite K-dramas. When people ask me that, I still thinking about extracurricular because it's a dark drama, And it's not only like the typical romantic drama that I really love those ones, but yeah, this is a little bit like a deeper story, I guess. They show you like also these other sides of the society, like maybe those persons or those especially teenagers that are in bad situations, like economically, what they do in order to get some money. Yeah, they can get in really big and serious problems. I like that one.